we live now? Ah, yes, we have gone live. It appears we are live.
It's
Welcome all.
alive!
Welcome all to Ravenloft here in the ShadowDark. I don't have actual proof we're live, but I'm going to assume we're live. Welcome all. This is our Wednesday group. We are playing I6 Ravenloft from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons back in 1983. The Ravenloft. I almost said Curse of Strahd. That's not what it was called back then. We are playing though in the game system ShadowDark by Kelsey Dion or Arcane Library. Is it Arcane Library? Whatever. So yes, this is the follow-up to last week. We had our gauntlet that we ran our level 0 characters through. So yes, it was all sunshine and puppy dogs. Yeah, if I remember correctly. No, but yes,
I don't know about that.
I am Sean, the Humble Bard, and this is Wednesday night. So if we could go around, Lacey, Steve, Will, please recount some highlights or anything you might remember from last time.
You should go first.
Hi, I'm Lacey, and I'm 3 humans in a trench coat. And I, last time, all of my characters died, and with the magic of storytelling, they're not all dead. Yep.
I'm Will. I have 2 characters that managed to survive from last session. One is a human fighter. The other is a elven priest, or will be once they level up. And as for my other 2 characters, I think I had a half-orc that jumped straight into the fray, and he died. He died first. He died within like the first 2 rounds, and I got my would-be wizard up behind him to bring him back up to life, which he did, and then he died, and then the half-orc died anyways, and yeah, that was last session for me.
I tried desperately to keep that character alive, too. I was, working on blowing my health potions on you and stuff, too. I'm like, no!
It didn't work.
All right. So, hello everybody. I'm Steve. I'm professional goblin. I started with 4 goblins. Now I'm down to 2. And unfortunately, I'm down to 2 goblins and 1 boat. So, rest in peace, boat. So here's what I remember from last time, right? We were set upon by wolves on one end of the bridge and zombies on the other. We had members going down. All bats were all around us. We had goblins shaking torches, trying to fend the bats off from everybody else. Unfortunately, they just kept closing in and really making things difficult for us. I will say I think the highlight of the battle was one of Will's characters turning into a freaking owl bear. And
That was incredible.
everything around us. Of course, then the vampire spawn had moved in, started making trouble, and my 2 goblins barely escaped because we were just like, all right, well, this is bad. We're gonna cut and run, and started running back down the bridge and trying to do the best they can to ruin her day. Then we were almost hit by a car. So, heart. That's what I got.
Yes.
I'm Jay. I have 2 characters that survived nothing except my arbitrary selection process. They are I don't know what the word is, but it's like they're not min-maxed. They're suboptimal in a few ways, but they're something about their stats like spoke to me. And I immediately kind of could imagine their stories. So I'm really gonna invest a lot of energy into that right before till they die. Pretty quickly. Then I'll do it again.
Yeah, I can already tell you're like a man after my own heart. Like this is perfect. I love that.
I don't know if are we ready to talk about who we're going to be bringing?
Yeah, and I was gonna say Jay had one of those moments. I think a few of us did in between the 2 nights where it just the 3d6, the ability scores just lined up perfectly with the background that was also random, and then I think some people even did random ancestries, so that also lined up cool.
Yeah.
So is
yeah, and then I threw that character away and went with a different one. So I I have a thief who has a background as a surgeon. So her name is Lemura Quick Knife. So I'm imagining her as kind of like a back alley hacksaw, old time surgeon, like the barber slash bloodletter. She's a little chaotic, but mostly because of like her inability to focus. She's just like she's got a little ADHD. But
that's what you want out of a surgeon, really.
She
right?
yeah.
Hyper focus.
She wants to be neutral, but her actions and her impulsivity kind of lead her in the chaotic direction. My other guy is his name is Cliff Milady, and he is a wizard, and he's wanted. So Cliff was casting some illusions at a party, and accidentally offended the host, who was a noble woman, by creating kind of an illusion that was maybe a little on the blue side, like a little bit. Yeah. So and she got offended by that. So rather than get thrown in jail, he took off. He's very interested in both staying low and out of trouble, but making a lot of coin.
Perfect.
So that he can move far away. Yeah.
That's right. And that was the pitch, pretty much in the cult, the recruiting pitch for everybody. So that's what we originally found ourselves here. And then just imagine add a bunch of bridge battle trauma to just the frosting there on the cake. Perfect. But sorry, Lacey, Steve, did y'all already go into their surviving characters, or you want to?
Oh, I certainly can if you'd like me to.
No,
sir.
yeah. Let's go.
I want to hear it.
All right, you guys want to go first, or Lacey? Will you guys want to pop off, or? Okay, I'll just go.
Let's go in the reverse direction.
So I'm gonna start with Shanks. He was gonna be my goblin thief here, kind of sneaky guy, kind of like always kind of hanging about. But anyway, he joined a cult of Ravenloft that participated in this multi-level adventuring scheme. The cult leader DeVos kind of brought him in here to essentially recruit all these other goblins, and hopefully they can continue to go on these different adventures. So okay, you get a goblin, and then you get 2 more goblins, and soon we have a horde of goblins going on these things. So of course he recruited his friend Reedy, who was a goblin surgeon. So somebody he knew quite well. She was very deft in her fingers and trying to get into different things. And then she had recruited 2 younger goblins, Mugrat and what was his other name? I forget. Oh, Clert. Unfortunately, Mugrat and Clert had perished in the battle. Although Mugrat had left behind a mysterious hat that he'd found within the seat bench, which Shanks happened to pick up and find out that it was a hat of intellect here, and he has since kind of dived deeper into the occult magics with the wisdom that this newfound hat had given him. Reedy D, meanwhile, has been absolutely fuming because now she's got to find, more adventurers to kind of join this multi-level adventuring scheme, and she's going to go back out and do the recruiting thing again. So she's gone down to the bottom of the pyramid, and she's been very salty about it ever since.
Nice. I'll go next. My character's backstory is pretty straightforward. I'll start with my fighter. So Rowan Davenport is a young man who is a devout of the Order of Saint Taragnus, and his dream has been to become a knight of Saint Taragnus. And before he got pulled into the multi-level marketing scheme that got him here, he was a page and hoping to become a squire. And he's a righteous dude who wants to do righteous things, and he's pretty. I wouldn't say he's a stick in the mud, but he's pretty strict in how lawful he is. And then Seraphina here she was born as a chosen and oracle of the deity Gedi, and as such, she was raised in kind of the mystical ways of her tribe, and she ended up venturing off to on a pilgrimage to find herself in her mission and her calling, and in doing so, got sucked into the MLM scheme that brought everyone here, and yeah, now she's ready to become a righteous priest in the name of Getty and start slaying the unholy.
Yeah.
And my two characters originally came in thrall of, not literally, I suppose. I probably shouldn't use that word considering what we're facing, but because of Nana Greybones, and unfortunately, the enigmatic Nana Greybones fell to the wolves, bats, vampire lady that popped up on the very traumatic bridge last time. So the remaining two people that I have are Gabi the Goblin, because I am the most creative namer in the group. And Gabi is a fighter and is also part of the cult, if you will, of Saint Taragnus. Started out as a ranger, as a scout kind of a situation, and through necessity has become kind of this holy fighter, to vanquish kind of the evil of this land, possibly, unless they die. And then Miguel is a human priest, and he began his life. He's got a soldier background, and after the horrors of war, he maybe just decided that none of it really matters that much, and he is a devout follower of Shun the Vile, and whose only goal is to take control of all magic for themselves. And Miguel kind of likes the sound of that, so that's
Nice.
it.
Yeah, I got a quick question for you, Lacey. Does Gabi know BDD and Shanks?
It might be like a distant cousins thing.
Okay, so maybe they've seen each other at their annual Goblin convention, but maybe not interacted much before.
Yeah, oh my gosh, what's the two families that are warring forever for no apparent reason in Appalachia?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
The Hatfields and the McCoys. Maybe it's
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there we go.
we're different
Yeah.
branches of the same family, and like we see each other and we're like, ugh, ugh, you're here.
I love it. I love this idea that you're just like, oh no, those guys again.
Like, I gotta keep them alive because like they're technically family, but like if they die, like is anybody really gonna be mad?
Sorry, real quick, Will and Jay, what were your two characters' names again?
We got Sir Rowan Davenport and Serafina.
Okay, there we go.
Over here, I've got Cliff Milady and Lemura Quickblade.
Okay, perfect. I just don't want to forget anybody's name, so awesome.
I've already forgotten all of yours, so
That's perfect. Yeah.
don't worry
I
about
will
it.
say mine enough that you will eventually remember them.
Yeah,
There,
you're
just
gonna
out
you're
there,
gonna have
just
to.
boom. But
I'll try it. So, Lacey, it was Gabi, and what was the other one?
Gabi and Miguel.
Miguel.
Miguel. You have to say it like that.
And then
You don't.
it's Shanks and what's the other gob?
Reedity.
Reedity.
Reedy.
Reedity.
It makes me think of cicadas.
Oh god, I hate
Which one's the wizard and which one's the priest of your character? Steve?
So Shanks is the inadvertently wizard, and Reedity is the priest.
Okay,
So she kind of like dived really into the that they both kind of like dived into like different kind of diverged into like occult information that we're kind of getting into. So one became a priest, one became a wizard.
I think that should be part of his name is the what'd you say? Unintentional wizard?
Unintentional wizard, yeah.
Yeah. That should be part of his name. Like the unhumble bard, the unintentional wizard.
We got,
Oh Lord.
Okay,
Send
so
help.
we're partially using Mike Shea's cheater worksheet for the DM to run this thing. I'm not going to fill in all the race, class, background, best stats. That's fine. But then the next part though, this is cool. So, all right, got everybody. I think I'm torn whether to. I think we'll just do one character at a time, but have the second one on backup. So we'll only play because I think unless we want to just stay crazy.
I mean, I'm down for whatever, man.
What about combat? So what are we doing with combat? Do you mean only have one character up in combat?
That's what I was thinking. I would think that would speed up gameplay if there were fewer game pieces on the board at any given time. But also, I like crazy, so 8 players at all times.
I don't know what the story's going to be, but maybe we can leave our secondaries like back at the car to protect the car. You know, like while we go in. I don't know if there's a scenario like that. So, and then of course one of us
Or
dies.
just like NPC,
character.
like.
Yeah.
I think I would. I think I might be on board with that idea. Also, because I feel like I might get a little overloaded if I'm trying to make decisions for 2 different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that right there is all I need to hear. Okay, so I was only tempted because like it is written for 6 to 8 players, but it's like I mean I don't have to do I can scale it.
Yeah.
Ad hoc.
So.
Oh yeah.
I'll save my decision for last, whether I bring the fighter or the priest, depending on what you guys want to bring.
Nice. Okay, but one at a time. Are we all cool with that? One at a time. So like.
Yeah, I mean, I could go either way, so it works for me.
Yeah.
4 active targets at any given time, and then have the backups. Now, I will save as long as before we actually. I mean, spoilers. Before we encounter Strahd. Before we encounter Strahd. Always have a second backup character like on in the wings. So if one goes down, you already have your backup already, so that's good. They can jump in, but then kind of in between turns, be thinking about rolling characters and stuff in the background.
No, I think that absolutely works for me because I can start with Shanks here because he's looking for more of that occult knowledge he can use for his spells, and Reedy D can be back, trying to grow her multi-level marketing scheme and recruit more goblins. So there we go. Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
Goblins in the wings.
So yes, where we left off, we had just survived a deadly onslaught of everything, or seemingly everything that Barovia could throw at you, misled by cultists for in the promise of riches and gains. You were led to a bridge where wolves and bats and undead attacked as vampire spawn, and we didn't know it, but there were other things lurking as well over the edge of the bridge. But as they found out last night, at the very end, after a lot of unfortunate rolls and just the bloodshed, the remaining characters, including 2 of Lacey's unconscious ones, I think, were scooped up by a freight train carriage that came by. But I want to zoom in there and slow down because I want to give more weight to that image that was barreling down the shaking the whole bridge as it came toward you, and like I said, it had like one of those cattle splitter things that's on the front of trains, whatever this, and took out some of the Strahd zombies that were on you guys, and there was a little. There were people ready to scoop you up in the driver's seat and on hanging outside the open carriage doors. And but I want to add that there was in addition to just the rumble of the heavy carriage itself and the hooves of the horses, there was also like a clanging, incessant clanging, jangling, kind of like wind chimes, but heavy. And when you got it close enough, you were able to see that it was silver plate all over this thing. So there's that. So it was very loud, very, very heavy, and saved you guys from probably certain death. Like I said, plus or minus 1 owlbear, but that was a cool moment. for the powerless to become all of a sudden very powerful. Like, oh, the turntables have turned. So, but yes, as we were scooped up by our saviors here on the bridge, I believe I left it right there. I didn't go further. But yes, it's a very large carriage. Like I said, like third row SUV status. Like it's family and everything. So I think the remaining characters are big enough for at least 8, and then plus 2 more. So here we are. We find ourselves. So imagine still rumbling down. Although that now you're inside. The rumble has gone down quite a bit, even though you still feel the force of this thing going down the road. Smooth ride, like a Cadillac. No, the mood is very dark. As earlier before, the mist had surrounded you all and seeped into the carriages and everywhere now, and you see in the darkness there are 2 figures, the only lit by the faint angle of the torchlight sconces from the front of the carriages, and then the intermittent lightning and moonlight.
I think the character I'm probably gonna main today, Rowan the fighter. I think right now he's in like a deep shock because he just got done being an owlbear, and he's the opposite of magical. So that was a very shocking and traumatizing experience for him. So I think he's just kind of like he's got that shell shock kind of look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said you're mostly going fighter.
I'm probably gonna go with the fighter. Yeah.
Okay.
A man's deep voice from the shadow in one corner, sitting next to the other figure. Oh. It doesn't look like this lad has seen many battles, much bloodshed. A bit untested, are we?
I think Reedy D is just kind of sitting in the back corner of the carriage, just like fuming. Just... I realized I had one character with a floppy hat of intellect, so I grabbed my floppy hat.
Oh, perfect.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Knowledge bonnet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Some of us don't have hats. Right. I got the hat right in front of me.
I mean, isn't that like required for streaming? You're supposed to have the cat ears if you...
Oh, no.
I'm like way behind. I need cat ears.
All right, everybody, see you later. It's time to get.
So the eerie darkness, the lightning cracks, and it lights up the man's face, and he's holding a cane out as to stabilize as he kind of adjusts to the back and forth of the carriage, and is a kind of a very thick goatee mutton chop situation. Not a full bushy beard, but a more concentrated, manicured situation, long made to Abraham Lincoln-esque. This guy, minus the top hat, and he says, but if nevertheless, untested or tested, you have survived what most do not, and so you appear to be strong enough. At least that's what she thinks. And he looks to his side as there's a smaller figure next to him, shrouded with a blue and black robe with I think I described last time, glyphs hanging from her, silver little tiny little tablets with glyphs inscribed, adorned in this almost ceremonial garb. And in addition to the clanging of the silver plate on the outside of the carriage and on the horses as well, you hear hers kind of clanging on the inside as well. And she agrees to what the man said before. She's like, "Oh, they will be strong enough. They will have to be for what lies ahead." and you see a small hand reach forth, and it's mostly covered by this robe, but the tiny woman's hand stretches out, and she kind of scans the carriage at each of you, and you'll notice she's pointing at the magic items that you guys had picked up, and she kind of hovers over them as she goes from kind of connecting the dots in the room, as it were. And she'll continue, and this can kind of describe the level ups. This horrid place is filled with a few treasures that, together, when used correctly, could unlock this whole domain and set its people free.
Cliff pauses. He says, "No, wait. He's getting impatient, and he's kind of also looking out the window sometimes to see like if there's anyone following. You said a few treasures, a few. How many is a few treasures?
A few that you have with you that were dropped, sacrificed by former adventurers, those who came.
Oh,
before
you mean my stuff? My stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine Shanks is kind of like just nervously chewing on the edge of the hat. Just it's a legendary treasure, and he's just like, oh, what's going on? It's crazy. What was that?
Yes, these items you have found, the adventurers who fell, that wielded them before, their spirit now lives in you. But yeah, we can. You already described your characters, like the classes and everything. But this would be like a moment. Trial by fire, you have survived and proven yourself worthy, and everyone just feels themselves from peasants to 15 minutes later in a carriage ride. Just the experience, almost like a Neo getting downloaded with new life experiences. Kung Fu now, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminds me of Dragon Ball Z when Guru unlocks Gohan's potential. Is it like that moment?
Yep. So we just sit there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Shanks is definitely nervous. Like he's like, what? I possess my spirits now. I'm being haunted. What's going on here?
They will guide you, as they guide us now. For the demon of this land, a tyrant, he must be stopped. And I can't do it. I wish I was cool, but she's like very dexterously shuffling cards in front of you.
Yeah.
She has an ancient deck in front of you, and anyone familiar with the arcane, which I think there are some, the cultist initiates where they're a little curious, would have definitely seen a Taraka deck in their day. So the old woman shuffles her cards. But again, she's much better at it than I am. But she does. I can't do the one thing.
It looks nothing like this.
So you've come to this place.
Look, you want me to shuffle that for you? I can do that for you.
So I can go get my like 8 decks of tarot cards if you want.
I had to pull out one. Like, I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Jay, she looks at your character who spoke up, and she draws the first card. It will be, I don't even know what they are. So 5 of hearts.
5.
The 5 of hearts. So, this card is a symbol of great power. It tells of a powerful force for good and protection against the forces of darkness. So,
go on.
she will, yeah. Perhaps you have heard of, no, you're not going to hear this.
I've heard of evil and darkness, yes.
there will be a moment that will come before midnight. It must come before midnight, where you will find a holy symbol that must be used. It has to be used to defeat the Strahd.
A holy symbol.
The man interrupts the old woman. Sorry, Madam Eva, please, Madam Eva. Before you continue, I must plead. Please, adventurous. Sorry, I'm gonna. There is a motive I have for you here. This whole land is has been forsaken by the man who rules over us. There's no one safe. There is no happiness, no joy in this life except for the family that we create, and what tiny joy we are allowed or we eke out for ourselves in the shadows of this already shadowed land. And we care very much for our children. And my daughter Irina, and he pulls out a locket and shows you, and the lightning strikes again, and everyone sees the portrait of a beautiful woman, long brunette hair, elegantly dressed in the portrait, but there is a light in her eyes, and you can tell like it is this person's daughter. They favor each other enough to where it's not that much of a stretch, except in the man before you. You see this light in the girl's eyes. You do not see it. This man is defeated, is broken. Sorrow is all the vibes he's putting out. The ruler of this land has taken my daughter.
Taking her where?
To his castle, Castle Ravenloft.
That doesn't sound so bad.
It would not be so bad if it wasn't by force and he wasn't a vampire.
Is that like a birdhouse,
Oh.
Ravenloft?
That's fair.
That changes things.
Yes. None of the townsfolk are strong enough to challenge the Strahd Vanzorovich, the ruler of this domain. Whenever we try, our forces are quashed before we even reach the castle where he resides. Occasionally, we run into people such as yourselves who find yourself in our town here in Barovia and Ravenloft, and we've grown to not get our hopes up. We are just used to just collecting whatever gold you bring in to here, whatever Strahd does not take for himself, and whatever supplies just to live, because the fields do not produce anything here. But so I normally would not ask for any help. I normally would not have anything to do with outsiders, but I'm a desperate man. I cannot go out to Strahd alone. And you find yourself in this place. You have seen what Barovia has to offer. Those who just being here, just existing. So while you certainly do not have to help, we can drop you back off at the bridge if you like.
Are you
I
asking
think,
us to kill Von Sandwich? What?
I think
Whoa,
Rowan,
hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think going back to that moment where the woman kind of put the spirits of our magic items into us to power us up. I think Rowan is holding that silvered bastard sword, and like he feels that that surge of power, and I think it's gonna kind of shake him out of his shell shock state, and he's gonna have this moment of like, this is it, this is my test, this is what will make me that Knight of Saint Taragnis. Like I am the one, I am the chosen one, I have the power.
Yes.
So yeah, he's all for it. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's kill a vampire.
Yes.
Miguel has finally attained his consciousness, and he's listening to all this kind of pensively, and he's like, "I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. I will not die, and instead I'm here to gain power. Power and knowledge over magic." And he just kind of like does the neck crack thing and like rolls his shoulders back and kind of tests his hands because he knows that he's imbued with power from Shun the Vile, and he's ready. He's ready to wreck something.
Yes. Let's go. So.
Yeah, I think Shanks is still panicking, like, because he's still not wearing the hat. He's just like chewing on the corner of it, and like he's feeling all this stuff inside of him, and he just thinks it's anxiety. So he's just like, "Oh my god, what's going on? What's happening? We gotta kill this guy. What's going on?"
So
I think that Cliff is admiring his new powers, but is also this vampire. This Strahd fella, he sounds pretty powerful. Is this it? Just is all you're gonna do for us?
they would.
How come these three didn't get any cards?
We shall. Oh, she keeps going. She was like interrupted.
Oh.
by the man.
Oh, yeah.
So she's had her hand on the second card. And she's just been kind of listening this whole time, like. Whenever you're finished.
One card, and all 8 of you have to share.
Like I was trying.
Buy a new deck and had no more cards.
Like I was trying to say before the Bogormeister interrupted me. Keep it to yourself, Kolyan. After she picks up the first card again, and she tells you, the card is a symbol of great power. Tells of powerful foes for good and protection against the forces of darkness. This item that you seek, you shall seek a carefully hidden place of great worldly wealth. I see in the card a blazing fire protecting the place. This is where you shall seek the holy symbol.
You had me at wealth. You had me at riches.
I see.
I don't. Somebody else can have the holy symbol.
I see fire reflected on as many gold coins as there are stars in the sky.
A lot of gold coins.
Where's my pencil?
Chaos. Utter chaos in here, everyone.
Sorry, I lost it when Sean said cardigan, and all I could think about was cardigans.
Cardigans. Oh, cardigan.
Yeah, cardigan. Yeah, exactly. So we got so we're looking for the holy symbol, and that's somewhere in some sort of like treasure hoard, right? Is that kind of what I gathered from the cards so far?
Yes, the exact quote. Seek for a carefully hidden place of great worldly wealth.
Perfect.
I see blazing fire protecting the place.
Great worldly wealth. Is it cold? Is the weather like dreary and cold and drab?
Yes, as the weather at the tavern where everyone met outside of Ravenloft was normal. It was just like a cool night or evening, and as the meeting started and ended, it was well into the evening, and that's when we took off, and then people started to notice like kind of raindrops on the carriages as you were in the carriage, but as the battle ensued, the weather got worsened and worsened and worsened, and now it's like full on rain, thunderstorm, lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea of a blazing warm fire is very appealing.
Currently, yes, very. Treasure. Cool. She goes for the second card. Dun, dun, dun. As she draws it, she said, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient may help you understand a foe." And it is the 10 of diamonds. This is a place of dizzying heights that all loathe to travel. The road winds ever upward, and the rocks themselves live here. And she's like looking upward through the carriage's roof.
Cliff looks up too.
Drama?
It's like, there's no sunroof. What are we looking at?
Yeah, her pupils
Gandhi
are
reaches
dilated.
over and like absolutely slaps you. You always were the lesser one of the family.
Yeah, it does. I do a very like Muppety ragdoll, just off screen for a second.
She goes to grab the third card, and you notice the Burgermeister get noticeably tense and readjusts his stance as he's sitting there. He's like uncomfortable as she goes for this third card. And third, this is the object of your search. I see darkness and evil behind this card, but it is jaded. It is something contorted. It is a powerful man whose enemy is light. But this creature, it is his victim, what you seek. And she pulls out 7 of the Chapel of Ravenloft. No, sorry. You may find this amid the ruins of a place of supplication. The thing you said. And Burgermeister, he like very tense. His grip tightens on like fist on fist, and his ring showing on the outside. But it's like his knuckles are white, and he finally just breaks and like bursts. You know, the uncontrollable, suppressed emotions male cry. The ugly cry that lasts for like 3 seconds, and then you tuck it back in. And, he confirms, he's like, this is my daughter. The beast has taken her. Please save her. So the arena is apparently in amid the ruins of a place of supplication. Maybe called something I said. All right, and she goes for the third. Any comments so far? As she goes for the third. This third one, or the fourth card, sorry. This card is good for you. Oh, very good. It is a card of power and strength. The victor's card. It tells of a weapon of light, a weapon with a vengeance, a weapon with a story. And she pulls the ace of diamonds. Okay. Oh, but the thing you seek is in a very bad place. Oh, this is a very bad sign. This is in the very heart of darkness. His home, his source. It is in his center in his life. It is the one place to which he must return.
Go through.
Gabi threatens another slap.
Okay. So, as as the old woman lays these Taraka deck, I guess selections. What do you call them once they're out there? The cards are out there. She does a cool move with her hand, and she swipes over them. And there's 4 cards, and just for story purposes, since we're only going to be highlighting 4, like 1 character per player at a time, everyone feels the cards that are in order. We'll kind of do it like clockwise. As she waves her hand over, she very slowly, very carefully, the 4 cards light up and disappear as her hands pass over, and 1 card per character. As that card, closest one to them, it just feels a little tingle in their body, and particularly kind of emanating from maybe their favored magic item, especially, just happens to be just empowering in this moment.
So which card is powering my guys?
Oh,
Or
no,
do you have them
it went
assigned,
not.
or-
It wasn't not specifically. Just,
Oh, okay.
it more of a. If you were more of a proximity to the card thing, not like.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Rowan's all for it. Like he's ready to go on the smiting path.
I am also ready. The the card that I got was takes us to the well-lit roaring fire and much treasure and wealth. Sounded like. Or perhaps we could we'll each take one card and split up. I'll take the warm place.
That was the one with the money, right? Can I go with you?
Yeah. Okay.
To split the party in Castle Ravenloft are very bold. Going to find out. So,
How
yes.
are we expected to breach the castle walls?
As soon as you say that, the horses they come to an abrupt stop as everyone jostles in the carriage, and Madame Eva answers that question for you as they're like, "Oh, the castle is upon us. No one can ever really escape it, but we have drawn you here." And she warns.
Hotel California.
As yeah, exactly. Yeah, haven't had that vintage here since 969. Yeah, the as the Burgermeister goes to open the door, he pauses for just a second and he said, "Oh, I almost forgot. I know the beast. This is the eve of his brother's wedding to his beloved. I know he's going to do something to my daughter tonight. I know he's going to make his move. He's sick. He's twisted and he's lived for so many centuries. His mind is gone. But please, Madame Eva has faith. I have to have faith in all of you. Good luck."
Peek out the cart. Are we like at the front gate of the castle?
Yeah, iconic. So let me pull up a. Let's see. Well, I don't have to pull up anything. Yeah. Yes, you. Oh, I got a thing for this. You do.
Meanwhile, Shanks is like, wait, we're supposed to look for all this stuff in one night? Like, I didn't bring my watch. How much time do we got?
Oh yeah. And actually, I think we'll start the timer now. I'm gonna start it with my phone. I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen when it goes off, but we're gonna. You have a torch. You are handed a torch from the sconce of the carriage right now.
Okay. Oh, a real quick question. Because I'm pretty sure I remember you saying this. We were allowed to grab whatever armor we wanted, right, for our character?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Whoopsie poodles.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, I also missed that. Hardcore.
Go grab some armor, and I can read the intro here while you'll find your armor.
Yay.
So yes,
Any armor?
as you asked, Will, your character steps out, or as the party begins to kind of shuffle or unload. The thick cold fog swirls around in this dark and no, we're not there yet. Well, something has to happen first.
All armor and shields. That's exciting. Okay.
Go. Sorry about that.
I would say check your class to make sure that you can actually wear and wield it.
13 plus my dex mod. How unfortunate.
Cool. So yes, after you ask how we're gonna get there, the carriage comes to an abrupt stop as the horses whinny. And, after passing through the craggy peaks of the Balanox, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Ravenloft itself towers before you. The carriage comes to a stop just in front of the twin guardhouses of turreted stone, broken from years of use and exposure. And beyond these, a 50-foot wide precipice gapes between the Balinock cliffs and the walls of Ravenloft, a chasm of dizzying depth that disappears into the fog-shrouded distance far below. And the lowered drawbridge of an old, shorn-up wood beams hangs precariously between you and the arched entrance to the courtyard. And the chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining with the weight. And from atop the high, strong walls, stone gargoyles seem to stare at you from their hollow sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs in the entry tunnel. And beyond this, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from them into the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors.
Looks like he's expecting company.
Lightning.
Really, who leaves their doors open in a neighborhood like this?
Miguel shudders and is like, probably a man who is very scary.
And Shanks is still holding the hat. He's like, "Shit, are we just gonna go inside? Like, is that the plan? We're just walk in and just say hello and like go after this Von Sandwich guy? What?
Is there a better idea that you have?
We could always look for a back door. Or side door. Or balcony. Window.
I'm not feeling very... I can't decide what accent apparently that Miguel has, so... I'm feeling very confident that I can climb.
So Shanks is finally gonna put the hat on. He's gonna be like, "Can we get in through the staff entrance? Is there people work here? Is that a thing?"
They bring you to.
I want to look around. Can I look around to see the main entrance just so obviously looks like a trap? I do think my character would be like, can we like find an alternative path here?
Yeah, go for it. How are you looking, and how distance wise?
With my eyeballs.
Just looking around from your.
I'll walk around with a torch and try and walk around the perimeter and see what I can see.
Nice. So from where you are, the gates of Ravenloft are these massive structures, and the castle itself is across a 100-foot, bridge, footbridge, and there's no way to get across except for crossing the drawbridge.
Okay. But on the other side, along the perimeter of the castle.
Oh yeah.
There's pathways and stuff. We don't have to go through the main entrance.
Not from where you can see, but the castle's huge, and the courtyard wraps around, and there's whole areas you can't view that are there that you can't view from right now. But yeah, okay. I think a reasonable person could reasonably assume there are more entrances.
Looks like we won't know what our options are until we cross this bridge. So I say let's get to it. And Rowan's just going to start walking across the bridge.
I have a question regarding the entrance here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing two doorways. Specifically two entrances.
Oh,
maybe I shouldn't have brought you to that. Maybe this wasn't necessary.
Hey, what's that side entrance over there? The one exuding all the shadows.
What's that one? That was gonna be that was gonna be my question. Is that shadows or like?
Hey guys, I think he's hiding in there.
I don't think I want to go to that one.
Got him. Yeah, more so. Imagine you guys are on the normal part of these high cliffs. The elevation's way over the land below, 1,000 feet, and it's just an odd geographic formation because it looks like it might have been underwater at some point. The way it's eroded. And I said 100 feet. It's actually 50 feet. So it's like imagine yourself on the mainland, and then no other way to get across other than this narrow drawbridge, 50 feet across. And then once you're over there, so this is still kind of far away. I shouldn't have brought you to the to the front of the screen. So
Having some bridge PTSD.
yeah.
Everyone's going, by the way. He's power walking.
All right.
Silvered bastard sword in hand and a shield.
Yep.
And he's
Everyone,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Excuse me.
Miguel's following.
Here we go. So everyone crossing the bridge needs to roll a d20, just a flat d20.
Cliff will be
Right, who's-
putting up the hood of his cloak, which features some little ears, and he will be flying. I can fly a near distance. That's going to be too far, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be like double near, I think.
Yeah.
I'll get you halfway there.
Oh, and it's also, I don't know if it would count as a shadowy area.
Near is 30-ish feet, right?
Never mind.
Yes.
I will simply walk across. Check out this cool cloak, though.
We've got
Billowing
the
wind.
torch from the carriage. I kind of want to I kind of want to cast light and start using my spells right away, but I also don't know if Shanks has kind of figured himself out just quite enough yet. So
You know what? I'll go ahead and Miguel will cast light. See how badly I can screw this up.
yeah,
Not with this dice though, because with this dice I rolled a 2.
2
I
is
need
not a
roll
1 though,
D20.
which is important.
It isn't a 1, but no, this is a 2 for you. So that's for the flat 20 we're supposed to roll. So what am I doing here?
Okay. 17.
DC
Nice.
is
17 safe.
spell plus the spell's tier.
Oh yeah, light's like a whole ass spell.
it's a whole ass
Yeah.
spell.
It is like a whole ass spell.
That's
A whole ass spell. You know, I made a poor decision, everyone. Hold on.
I
Oh my
wonder.
god. End it
Okay,
all.
what
did I
class is
do?
Cliff?
Tier 1. Okay.
What class is Cliff?
He's a wizard.
Gotcha. Are we 3 wizards and a fighter? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, I'm a priest.
Oh, you're a priest. Okay.
Priest.
Okay, so I just have to roll an 11. It's a meets beats situation?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. An 11 or better. And so I get... Hold on, I gotta figure out what's happening here. So I get +4 to all my stuff. Okay.
So 7 or better.
Well, 17 means that I can definitely cast light, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
I will cast light on, I don't know, something that I have. I don't know, I'll just touch my chainmail and cast it on my chainmail, I suppose. I will exude light from my chest.
You are a beacon of hope in the darkness.
It's lit.
I hate that. But it's not like a bright. It's not like a yellow or like white light. It's more like a purpley light.
Yeah.
Violet. Because of Shun the Vile.
So we've made it across successfully. I'll bring you to and then this facade
Okay.
here is what we see, but I will bring us to.
Alright, well, this dice, I'm not gonna roll again tonight. It wasn't a 1, so it doesn't constitute getting yeeted into the hallway, but
Okay, maybe this will work if I bring us here. I'm gonna drop a little torch guy.
well, torch guy.
K1.
Torch guy.
We have made it across the bridge, and I will bring us to this map. I think you guys can drag and drop your tokens. I think. These are my beliefs. Well, this is way too bright.
Where are you, my guy?
Torchy should... Everyone should be able to operate Torchy if this is working.
There you go.
Oh, got a torchy.
Oh.
Where should I be?
Oh, well, I already dragged and dropped a torch on the left side of the map. It's like the middle left over there. So use that one torch. How many torches, though, are in the group, though?
I have 3 on my guy.
Well, that are lit right now.
Oh, I figure we should only have like 1 or 2 at a time, right?
Okay.
And we have a light spell and a torch that are on?
Okay.
Yep, that's currently what we got.
Okay. That's how I feel about it. So I'll keep my torches ready for when torch 1 goes out.
Got it.
I don't know that I have any torches left after the battle on the bridge, so we're used up.
All right, we got somebody out there, but be sure to everybody drag your tokens out to this area. I think I can ping.
I don't
I
see
think I need
my name, so I'm just
I know.
gonna
I need a
grab one.
token. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
I am in utter dark.
So I thought I went through.
Yeah, I don't see any of my characters.
Yeah,
From,
I was able to go to the to the journal there and drag my my character over.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
nobody sees that.
I don't.
Nope.
I'm at the journal, but I don't see any of my characters on here.
Oh, that's a
Right.
Oh,
problem.
that's
I
weird.
can't drag anything.
I see Shanks and RDD.
Oh wait,
see
I can drag a torch.
a bunch of characters.
Yeah. Okay. Who's Ekrikin? I don't even remember these. What the hell?
Yeah, none of those names are my characters. Oh, it looks like I can grab Ericos. All right, can I rename him too?
Yeah,
It?
yeah, please.
Okay.
I thought I'm having deja vu. I thought
Nope.
I did all this. Edit Lacey. So Lacey has control of the Ekrikin.
All right, changed his name.
Yeah,
I got a guy now.
I'm also doing that. So Lacey. Whoa, no all caps.
All right, what's everyone's HP, by the way? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the tank here.
Not great. I think mine's only like 13.
Ooh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's low.
I actually have 14.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's low too.
14
Yeah.
Wizard life, yo.
at level
Okay.
5.
Yeah, I got some good rolls. Yeah.
I got really good rolls on three particular rolls. I got 6s. I'm at 30 HP.
What did I get? Yeah, I got a 4 4
I have
3 2
25
and then
HP.
Oof.
I forget what I rolled the first.
I have 31. All right, well, stay behind me. I got 31 HP and 18 AC.
Okay.
Oh, I have 25, but only a 12 AC.
I have a 7 AC.
Oh god.
Woofda.
Why does Lacey have 5?
Oh no. No, I have
You should only have 12.
laid the
William.
map.
There we go.
Okay.
So I'm sorry.
Full
What
20,
people
what
cannot?
do you for
Can
me?
you not see the assigned characters? Because it shows that everybody should see them, and you're assigned to them.
Mm,
I was able to grab mine, but I also made my characters on the roll 20 thingy, so I don't know.
I didn't.
Oh,
I'm
I'm going through though and
Naughty.
manually
bad.
putting in the name that it's assigned to, in the name, like the character name.
I'm refreshing because the map is being stupid for me,
Ustu
which is
Oh,
a me
well.
problem and not a you problem.
will. It's no problem. It will be a problem
I mean,
if
it
nobody
might.
can move
Only
stuff.
opportunities.
Can't friggin' use it. If I really have to, if I
Oh,
have to use
wait.
Firefox, I throw myself off a building.
You could try Edge.
No, I would also rather not. Thank you kindly.
Yeah.
Don't want to.
Oh, I got a cliff.
Okay,
I got
hold
Cliff
on.
Milady now.
There we go. Oh yeah, well there
Oh.
we
Let me
go.
see if
Perfect.
I can have Firefox on my freaking laptop.
Oops.
Alright.
I just dragged and dropped myself in the middle of the darkness.
I'll get it out.
Thank you.
Into the void.
Where'd he go?
Yep.
Do you know about where it was?
Pretty much in the dead center of the map. I do like a.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I
Got
see it. I just found it. I just did a select and found it. Okay. There's Cliff.
Okay, so Shanks, also Steve. Sorry. Hate this, hate this.
I think
This
I'm
is-
trapped with roll 20 on Chrome
Oh,
tonight.
so am I, man. This is where everything comes to a grinding halt. Like, it's, oh, Roll 20 is great. We can meet from wherever. And then one little easy thing goes wrong.
Yep.
Where
Stop right
theater
on
of the
track.
mind is still king for me, honestly. I'm a theater of the mind guy.
I mean, if y'all, I mean, that would be great. That would be so much easier.
It's up to, it's your game, man. Whatever you want to do.
Because if we could, I mean, I would rather, especially since, like, we're not crawling so much, that y'all have a clear directive to go through. If we don't mind, are y'all cool with that? And I could just use, like, a battle map if we really need to? We could bust out, like,
Yeah,
a grid?
I definitely don't mind. I don't mind at all. So.
All right, cool. Because a lot of
Yeah,
these are
that's
fluff
fine.
anyway.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm just here gobbling my dude. So.
We all know that roll 20 just staggers my internet like immediately. I took the nap and then I forgot to find my Ethernet cable and I'm the problem. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll scrap it. It's also a problem on our end. We can't get anybody to work, like the tokens to work. So screw that. In real life, if we were sitting at a table, this would have been like a 20-second process. And then we're here. Okay. All right. Very good. As you cross this bridge, everybody survives. The planks under you were
Hooray.
creaking. And let's see who rolled the lowest. Whoever rolled that 2. We
No, not me.
stepping down. Or that was a 1d8. Never mind. So 57. We're all good. Yeah, creaks were heard, but nothing happened. The 1,000-foot drop below you, if anything had. So
Oof.
the
I think we dodged a bullet,
Then
guys.
immediately.
Sorry. I think we dodged the crossbow bolt, guys.
Right.
Bullets don't exist yet.
I believe I
about a
specifically
laser
dodged
beam?
the largest bullet.
It was just laser beams.
Okay. I'm marching forward. What am I seeing on the other side of this bridge?
thick, cold fog swirls around in this darkened courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the angry clouds overhead. Thunder pounds the courtyard. A light drizzle begins to fall. And ahead, torch flames flutter in the wind on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills from those open doors into the courtyard, and doors in the gate tower on each side of the tunnel entrance are shut against the rain. And a howling wind rushes through the courtyard. The dark towers of the keep loom above in the mists, and flickering lights shine from a short round tower in the southeast side of the keep. It's quite large.
Okay. We got a main gateway. Said there's a tower on the east side.
Yes.
I
You're looking.
see-
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, if we're still on the exterior of the walls, I want to scan the walls to see if there's, again, an alternative route than marching through the front entrance.
Yes, you do see the side entrance. There's the main entry. Here we go. Let me look Yeah, what is that wall? There, that door. K12. I think it is turret pose. You do see two doors. There's the main entrance and the one off to the side. I'm trying to find the side entrance. I can't even really see where it would be. $11? So, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, no worries. I do want to add, so like as Will's character's kind of like looking about here and trying to see what's up. I think Shanks would start looking about as well and kind of getting a feel for like, you know, kind of like the start looking at like geometries and like densities and stuff, having like a Doctor Strange moment. And he would cast detect magic here while Seraph is right. You started with Seraph.
Oh no, I'm running Rowan, the fighter, human fighter.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so while Rowan's doing that, he would be casting detect magic.
And I would like to try to cast Bless on Rowan.
Is there first of all, is there a range for detect magic? Is there a max range?
It says let's see here what I just had this up here. I think it was within near.
And I have an answer to the door thing. I'm dumb. It's not. It's simple. The answer's simple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's within
I
the
think
year.
it's like 30 feet.
So, as you cast it, it is successful, right?
Oh wait, I gotta do the. Yep, let me roll the 20. Let me roll the 20. See if this even works.
Assuming it's successful, then.
Yep. I do have a +6 to my spellcasting thing.
And that's
Nope.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we got a first
no.
fail.
Immediately.
Oh crap!
Wait.
That's not just
this
a
is
fail.
great.
That's a backslash.
That's a mishap. That's
Oh.
Where's the?
Yay.
Oh man.
Here we go. We have some fun.
Oh, yay. All right. Awesome. Yay.
So, what were
Yay.
the? Go ahead and describe how the spell was tried to cast, and then what went wrong.
Yeah. So I imagine like he's like looking around and kind of getting these ideas and stuff, and he's like, so he doesn't really have a staff at this point. He basically just has like a pointy stick, like that was the remnants of here, and he's just kind of like scratching like this math and the stuff into the earth here, and then let's see here. I gotta roll on the mishap table.
D12, or is that wizard, right? D12.
Yep, and I think it's a first level, so yeah, D12.
Oof.
Oh god, here we go.
Let's go.
Your hat tips off your head.
Oh god!
Rolled another one.
Devastation!
Oh no.
Roll twice and combine both effects.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's a
Here
bad
we
day,
go.
everybody.
So roll twice. My goodness.
Oh, the dice. Oh.
Let's begin another one.
Yeah, 2 more D12s. So 2.
All right, that's 10.
So the
What
first
else?
one, the horror. You scream uncontrollably for 3 rounds in Primordial,
Oh jeez.
drawing lots of attention.
Explosions.
Awesome.
You take 1d8 damage. Yeah, go ahead and roll that d8.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Immediately.
God.
Terrible
Hilarious.
day.
Good God.
So,
Way to
so
call
Shanks
attention
is
to
just
us.
like,
My
You know
Yeah.
what? Only you, Steve, honestly.
oh, this is perfect. This is the most goblin-y thing I can do right up here, and I love it.
It's
This
so
is
true.
so far.
Lord.
Trying to detect magic. Oh, okay. Yahtzee.
Oh
Did you roll an
man.
8? No.
I rolled a 7.
Steve!
7 damage.
That's half your HP, isn't it? That's over half.
Oh.
Oh, bloody.
For detect magic.
The thing is I could cure you, but if I fail right now, then I don't get to cure ever again. So, like,
Oh, that's brutal, yeah.
I kind of do this to avoid the blast,
Yeah.
and then
Spontaneous
just kind
combustion.
of I'm sort of just
Oh my gosh.
looking
Yeah.
sternly can you get
Oh my
yourself
gosh.
together, please? And I was already I was trying to like see, is there any activity? Is this place like just completely
Well,
deathly
let me
quiet
rewind.
and
Sorry,
still?
I messed up something
Yeah.
really easy earlier. That I thought it was like a second doorway to the entrance. I'm sorry, to the front. And so I was looking. I was like desperate. I'm like, I don't remember a fucking door. What is this? It's not. It's not to the castle. That's to a different walled off section of the courtyard. So that goes to like a different, the next area of the courtyard. That second door
Okay.
that you showed earlier. I should have never showed that image. My bad. But yeah, once you're in there now, you do see a main entrance to the castle itself right in front of you. But other than that, there are no other entrances at this level that you can, without investigating, exploring further. But on either side, yes, there are two doors, one visible from either side, and you can tell these aren't leading into the castle itself, but to the next section of this courtyard.
Okay.
I feel like I need to paint a quick picture of what that looked like. So Shanks is like, writing, scratching all these things that he's getting these ideas. He's like casting his very first spell as a wizard, as he's getting all these like haunting memories from his magic item here. But of course he gets it wrong because his intelligence isn't his own. And as he starts to unlock the secrets of the universe, it just breaks his brain. He starts screaming and is still just scribbling in the dirt. Scribble's wrong. It just explodes underneath him, sending him like just ragdolling backwards. Get you fight a little bit.
Lord.
Raving insults in primordial, yeah.
Yeah, very much an R2D2 exploding away from the getting the door.
Miguel is gonna reach over, look at Rowan, and be like, "Before you do anything crazy, I would like to wish you good luck, my friend." And he reaches out and tries to cast Bless on him.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh.
It's not gonna blow me
so
up like
what-
it did the goblin.
Well, we will see. We will see what happens.
I'm gonna glare. I'm glaring at your character, Steve. I'm glaring at you.
Well, the bad news is I think I have lost Bless for the evening, folks.
Oh no.
No, no.
This is why I don't trust magic. Nothing better than a good silvered bastard sword. That's what I always say.
10. Yeah, I can no longer cast Bless, so...
Oh, no.
Damn. That's brutal.
Yay!
You don't know that it's failed, so there's that.
Okay. But maybe I believe it's blessed.
That is brutal. We haven't
Can you
even done
talk about
anything
the
yet.
courtyard? Oh, the courtyard, the walls that are separating sections of this courtyard. I'm picturing a stone or brick wall, and then you said there's doors that lead to other sections of the courtyard. Are they? How tall are the walls? Actually, I think is what I'm trying to ask.
Yes, very tall. We got, I think, I don't want to misspeak. 50. Ooh.
Did you say that
90.
already? You said 50.
90 feet
so
tall.
I guess. What?
Steve,
That's not a.
since Miguel is not your relative, he's gonna come over to you and be like, "This is the only one that I have, so use it wisely." And he'll pass you his healing potion.
Just
You're saying 90 foot
like
tall
coughing
walls?
up smoke a little bit. He's like, I'm just gonna hold on. You appreciate it.
So if anybody's got a sense of height here, as the lightning strikes, you can get a full view of Castle Ravenloft. It goes up into the clouds, more than 300 feet at the tallest spire. And this main section, like the foundation of the castle itself, you can see several floors just by judging by the arrow slits and windows on the outside. There's 4 floors that lead up to that comprise the main section, and that itself is well over 100 feet, 140 feet at the top of these 2 main towers at the front of the entrance to the castle. So these walls that are coming out from the castle on either side, yeah, they're 90 feet tall, and they go to the whole wall of the this little what do you call it, like a escarpment or outcropping. I'm using the wrong words, but whatever this geographic formation that Castle Ravenloft stands on, it's the outer walls are pretty much the same as the perimeter of this formation.
Okay. Nowhere to go but in. Is what I'm getting out of this.
A few directions in, but yeah, it's either main entrance or pursue courtyard investigation. Keep going.
And was I right that there's no signs of life at all? There's no, I don't know, noises. There's no lights in the windows.
Yeah. Aside from the howling wind and the occasional wolf cry in the distance, very devoid of life in this place.
Wolf cry in the distance.
Oh.
Mm. Well, I guess this is one good thing about being in here. Is we're not out there with the wolves.
You'll have to remind me. I know we're here to slay a vampire, but weren't there items we were supposed to find as well?
Yes, a warm fire. That's what we're looking for.
I believe that we are also looking for some kind of religious symbol.
Indeed.
My character is a soldier and a knight. His title is knight. Do I have any type of like knowledge of castle structures, of where castles like typically keep their chapels and stuff like that?
Absolutely, and take a luck token for that, because I didn't even think of that shit. And it's funny because I was cramming right before the session, and the part I read like super deja vu just then. So yeah, take that. Yes, so we'll flavor it as, you know, not the peasant who left his home this morning, but this new being that you have become, infused with these magic items.
Rowan.
That's right. Sir Rowan. You come with these memories of people who not just a few, but generation on generation. There's like several officers, the whole way up to the officer. So like, you know, whatever it is, a squire and you know, regular guy, whatever. And so day in, day out, often not only would you have a strong sense of where in the castle, especially night activity would occur, and you know, things like bedding and quarters and activity areas, but yeah, also judging by, I think we'll give you that, and then let's test the rest. So give me, I think if you intelligence check, we'll do it. We'll see what. Let me make an intelligence check.
Okay, cool. I got a +1.
Boy, bless would have been really cool.
12. That's a 12 total.
There we go. Okay, and you will have not, you know, precise, but
Yeah.
when you are in the castle, when it comes to navigation checks, this character, given his knight avatars that are talking to him from the past, you know, he is going to, I guess, have advantage when we're going to be looking for things like that. Now, when it comes to officers, the knight's quarters, and specifically his job, then it'll almost be like a Sixth Sense situation. Like, you know where to go and what's there and what to expect.
So which direction are the voices in my head telling me the chapel is?
Ooh, the chapel. All right. Here we go.
That's where I figured we find a holy symbol. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I think, like, in a moment of like an epiphany after his explosion misstep, I think she can off a bit. Just, guys, I don't think that weapon of light is in the bathroom.
So
I think it might be in his coffin. That seems way more likely now.
The chapel, I did spoil it a little bit. The chapel, that was when Madame Eva drew the card, that was the one the Burgermeister got tense about because that was the one she was indicating where Irina was. So
yeah. Let's go save Irina.
But yeah, the treasure thing
Maybe.
also.
Or die.
I'll die.
Save or death. Save or death.
Cake or death. Cake or death. You're that. Cake or death. Death. No cake. All right. Cool. Yes. All right. What do we do?
Well, I wanted to know which direction.
Chapel.
Yeah. Do we know where the
You
chapel
would know.
is?
It would probably be somewhere near the main floor, and given how large it would need to be to accommodate the ceremonies that would occur in it, and you would know that it would, usually on it'd have to be in an area that could accommodate a huge gathering. So if not on the main floor, definitely close to the main floor.
I kind of imagine Rowan be like, "Hey guys, there's a window with stained glass. I think it's that one."
We find it because we can hear Pink Pony Club. Is a chapel? Never mind. I'll see myself out. Terrible chapel.
West Ravenloft.
Terrible.
All right. So am I gathering through the front door or side door for this one?
Depends if you can go into the castle or more courtyard.
Courtyard sounds like where a chapel might be to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, voices in my head say, "Let's go this way."
Is that to the right?
I'm not sure I like that you are hearing voices, but we can
you're not?
deal with that later.
I thought that was part of the deal.
I'm not in a position to argue. I'm just gonna come along.
I mean, Shun has not spoken to me directly, but perhaps soon.
No, go for it.
Okay.
So we're going
I'll
to
move to the door.
So if we're going to the right, that's the southern entrance, I guess. Facing the castle, after you cross the bridge, crossing the bridge would have been west to east. So the front of the castle faces west. So as you move to the courtyard, you head right and go to that massive door that's almost as big as the front entrance.
I attempt to push it open or pull it open.
Here's where the massive wall here joins the outer walls of the castle to the keep. Single gate, 20 feet wide, leads through the joining wall. The gate is blocked by a rusting portcullis. But if we're going to attempt, yes. Let's make a strength check.
Okay. So as a fighter, I have grit, which means I have advantage on strength checks to overcome opposing forces, such as opening a stuck door and et cetera, et cetera. So do I have advantage on pulling it open, or
are you doing it alone?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, try to. Nice. Well, no, if it tells you got advantage, of course. Yeah.
All right, cool beans. So, let's see here. So the 8 and my modifier is a +3, so that's 11.
Actually, yeah. So the portcullis, it's unlocked. It's just very rusty and heavy. So while it's like my literal back gate door in real life, so it can be once you get it, you go in with full strength, actually thinking that maybe it's forced shut, but it just the rust that is immediately in contact just breaks and you're able to push it open. So, but there is a lot of pressure wanting to close it. Like it's hard to keep open.
So here's an idea there. So so Shake's now wearing his hat that makes him smart. Would take his out his rope and a few of the iron spikes, and can he like tie it around the bottom of the arm, kind of like loop it over something to get some leverage, and then maybe like
Nice.
tie iron spikes into the wall and tie it off to keep that open. So if we need to do a hasty retreat, we can make that happen.
Nice. Yeah. Get a dex check.
Ooh,
like that.
perfect. Let's see here. Dex check. Ooh, I'm actually good at Dex. Maybe. Let's see what the gods say. That's an 11.
11. I'm gonna match the same thing that it's using for the strength. So yeah, because you're all what was his name? Sorry, Will's character was this
Rowan.
Rowan.
Sir
So
Rowan.
that's my son's name. How can I forget? Okay, so as Rowan's sitting there holding up the door, I'm gonna grant go ahead and get a +2. That'll push you over the 12 needed. Because he's helping you, and you have a little bit of time there to shoot. But that was a great idea. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna remove my rope and my iron spikes from my inventory because I did it good.
And go ahead. Yeah, take a luck token.
I'll take
Dope
a look.
idea.
Yay!
How do luck tokens work?
Like inspiration.
Okay, cool. I think Rowan will kind of sheath his sword but keep his shield out, and then who's holding the torch?
I am lit up
You're
like the
lit
4th
up,
of July.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty messed up at the moment, so I can carry the torch. I think I can handle that much.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I'll draw my sword and I'll slip through the door.
Nice.
Figure I should go first in pretty much all cases.
Yes, please.
Rowan pushes through, and as soon as you get to the other side, it's just more of the same kind of. There is so much space here that you can kind of tell might have once been used to have a nice, at least lawn, if not full out garden and room for activities, and then nothing now. It's just desolate and sad, but very large and yeah. Everybody else coming through, or are you just kind of investigating?
Yeah, I think since I'm carrying the torch, I would follow behind Rowan after securing the rope there.
I am also following behind.
Nice.
And I'll go last.
The courtyard wraps around. It's easily, once you're on this side, it's about equidistance. You find yourself, now that you're on the other side of this door, you realize that the door itself is probably about in the middle of the whole structure that you guys are on the top of this peak. So over 100 feet both ways now that you're here in the middle. And the castle itself is very impressive. The architecture is beautiful, even in its neglected state, as the lightning catches it and producing new shadows, new looks. It's just like really impressive. Gargoyles in the distance, kind of peppered all these the tops of these towers and other places sticking out in every direction. And but yeah, you actually, somebody, Steve, you said something about stained glass earlier, right? Somebody said.
Oh yes, yeah, yep.
So now we're on this side. Oh, lo and behold, there's you're looking up here, and we're looking for a chapel, and you come up on the outside of the castle, and here at the base level is something that would very much give you that impression. The outside of the windows to this place, they're very high up and very tall and ornate, and as they go in. But yeah, go ahead.
Voices in my head.
Okay. I think that's a churchy thing. I think that ran in the right direction.
Let's get to it.
Yes.
You see windows, but immediately there you don't see any kind of entrance from the outside here.
Interesting.
There is a door that leads to a different part of the courtyard, though.
Oh, that's interesting. So we have there's stained glasses in a wall that obviously looks like its own structure, but there's no doorway into that structure?
It's like it is its own structure, but it's part of the castle. So it's part of the main castle. So definitely in the interior, but it does have its own unique look to it, indicating it is a special place. Maybe not unlike some other chapels.
Gotcha. Okay. And which direction does this other door lead? Does it lead away from it?
Kind of wraps around. It's still hugging the chapel wall.
Okay. Should we break a window or try this door?
I think perhaps we should try the door. Not the window, not the window, little man.
Break the window.
I look at Cliff.
What should I do?
Break it.
Don't break the window. That seems like that will. Unlike you, who drew attention to us by screaming
We have
for a very
ours.
long time.
Yes,
That was
we've
so
already
5
done
minutes
many
ago.
things. Yeah. I don't think I want to break the window. How far up is the window?
Good question.
You could throw the goblin if you'd like at the window. Perhaps that would break it.
I do have a grappling hook. I'm out of rope, but I got the grappling hook, so maybe.
We're gonna say it's 10 feet off the ground from where the base of the window starts, and then it goes up at least 15 at its shortest, and then up to maybe 25 at some of the peaks.
Okay, so is there any way that my cloak of the bat would allow me to fly and give me some I don't know,
Absolutely.
better? Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to use my cloak of the bat, and I got to roll a d20 to make sure I don't turn into a bat.
Oh my god, amazing.
Okay. No. So I can
Barbie's like,
fly
please, please,
near, and
Yeah, that's enough.
look at the door. Yeah. So I'm gonna either can I open the window? Can I get a look in the window? What's on the other side? What do I know?
As a bat, you flap your way up there, and yeah, you get a peek into the chapel, and I will confirm now that it is a chapel. In between lightning strikes,
Hey.
So we found the chapel.
Batcliff sees his. Can you talk as a bat?
I'm not actually a bat. I just have a
Oh
cloak
my bad.
on.
Oh man. Oh,
If
man.
I get a 1,
My
if
mind
I roll a
went-
1 on a d20, I turn into an actual bat.
Damn it.
Oh my gosh. I was totally imagining a What We Do in the Shadows moment where you're just like,
Ah,
Oh yeah.
no,
What we
that
just
would've
said.
been really-
Bat.
Yeah, that would have been good.
So no, yeah. So you're able to talk everything. So you're looking in there. Let me go to the thing real quick. Give it to you. You're looking in from the outside. So yeah, as you see, you would it look colored if you're looking in from the? Yeah, everything looks the colors of the painted windows, illuminating an ancient chapel of Ravenloft. Pews and benches lie about the floor in jumbled disarray, coated with centuries of dust. And yeah, go ahead. Beyond this debris, lit by a single piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon the platform. The light falls directly on a small statue. A figure is draped over the altar. And this room seems as though nothing has disturbed it in centuries. Nothing ever could.
A figure is draped over the altar?
Mm-hmm.
Like a humanoid-sized figure?
It is actually a small statue.
Oh, you said a small statue. Okay. Okay, same thing. Is this the kind of window that doesn't really open? It's kind of like a stained glass kind of
It's built in with iron
situation.
as the, I guess the tracing, whatever, the actual
Yeah.
artwork is wrought iron and then stained glass poured in.
Should I break it? I whisper down.
Do it! Do it!
All right. I look for. I would look for like a section of the window that, like, if I were to break it, I mean, is there a section that, if broken, I could actually fit through?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Oh, first of all, is there a time limit for the bat wings, or can you just like hover?
It actually doesn't say. No. As my movement. Okay. So I can fly a near distance as my movement in the context of a combat round, I suppose. Outside of combat, I don't know I don't know how to interpret that.
Probably the same. So, what happens if you like fly straight up as your movement? You just drop.
I guess, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna come back down. I just got this cloak. I don't know how to use it yet.
Yeah, we'll say it's like falling with style. You know, you're flapping around. And you
Okay.
just got like mad ups as you get like jumping up over this. But yeah, not so much like a hover, like a hummingbird situation. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll treat it like that.
So then I would whoa, and I come back down. Yeah, I can. So
It's okay. We can fast track it. With a few attempts. You're able to do enough of a recon to figure out that there are plenty of opportunities to try to break it, but everywhere you're looking, it's kind of this intricate wrought iron everywhere, so that you can tell, like, sure, you could break the glass, but then you'd have to contend with the wrought iron.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way in through this window. Not gonna work.
Can we break it anyway?
I just break it anyway, like packing bubbles. Like,
What gives you a look? It's like, what is this, guys?
Let's
He is a
investigate the door
goblin. What do
then.
you expect from him?
Yeah.
so if you check the door, you go around the side there, and this one, there was a door on the hinges, but it's like permanently broke off a little bit. Still there, but leaning against the threshold as you walk through.
Okay.
You take a
Can
peek.
I?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I maybe like grab the handle and kind of like, while keeping the door leveraged up, trying to turn it on its remaining hinge?
Yeah. You do. You don't need to check for this. It would be easier to just push it and let it fall. That's it. So if you're being careful, then yeah, if you put some effort into it, you can keep it from just falling down. To the ground.
Yeah, I'd rather not let it fall. We've made enough noise.
Yeah. What with the explosions?
It's fine. It's fine.
But once you do,
nobody knows we're here.
you peek in, and behind the towering boarded windows at the back of the keep, a small garden struggles to survive. Small flowers press sadly skyward against the gloom. So this is what used to be a nice garden.
Surprised anything here is still alive. I walk into the garden.
I step on the flowers.
Oh no!
You guys I'm not that brazen.
Oh.
The flowers are depressed. They just get stepped on. Okay.
Give up.
There is an iron gate
Real Eeyore-ass flowers.
in the garden that leads outward toward the edge of the formation.
Repeat that again. There's what? There's what?
There's in the garden actually to the east, so far away from the entrance of the castle. So it's like a straight shot through the castle. It continues out, and there's an iron gate that leads to a separate section.
Okay. So I feel like now we're getting further away from that chapel. Then.
Right.
Hmm.
You hear the
But
wind.
no
But perhaps we have to good round to come back.
One would hope. Are there any other obvious entryways or windows or anything like that?
To the castle itself, no. There are. The garden has another exit on the other side that leads to
all
the
we
courtyard. Mm. Well, no, so that's another one that's kind of a twin to the one you came in. Perpendicular, perpendicular to those that would run. This is a separate area that goes off into the edge of the cliff.
Okay, interesting.
Also, since crossing the footbridge, this is the first time that you're hearing like the wind from, the as like it should sound at the top of the cliff, because you've been kind of guarded by the sound walls from the castle walls.
Gotcha. Okay. So we crossed the bridge. We went into the side area, into a courtyard, and then there was the chapel section we couldn't get into. We went across this courtyard through another doorway, and now we're in this garden, which is outside of the walls.
Still in the wall. Still within the wall.
Still in the wall. Okay. And
the garden just has flowers, and is it like walkways through the plants and things? It's
right.
like
some stone benches.
Like it used to be a nice garden.
Right. You can tell some statues that are broken and forgotten, long forgotten, and you can tell like where the flowers are flower beds, but they're kind of just growing wildly now.
Okay. All right. Back to Rowan.
Can I rummage through the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say Rowan was. I think I interrupted. Rowan was going to do something.
Oh no, I was just trying to retrace their steps so I had a good visual in my head.
Okay.
The only I guess Rowan in character would start going to the next door. He's beginning to feel uneasy because he thought he was going to do a lot of slaying and smiting, and instead it's been a lot of doors and windows.
Sneaking around.
He's getting uneasy.
Yeah, I think my goblin brain would tell me to. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say. I think my goblin brain would tell me to rummage through the garden beds real quick.
I was gonna actually. I would like to cast detect magic in the garden.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, careful. That's very different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Watch this. I'm only gonna show you this once.
I swear, if it's a crit fail, I swear.
And do you want to rummage around first, or I guess I'll go ahead and do mine. So I think
I guess I don't know.
Make a wisdom check.
D20. So I got a +5 on this, I think.
Ooh.
So 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Right. There we go.
So Shanks, looking around, pillaging. You do find. I mean, there's some beautiful flowers, but there's, aside from just like weeds, that you can tell these are only. They were ornamental flowers, like kind of for show. Nothing really useful. No like useful herbs or anything.
I was kind of hoping for like rusty gardening tools, but that's.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, aha, I'm gonna troll. Now I have a dagger. I'm good to go.
Oh Lord.
Not here. Not in this place. And then a 19. Oh. Copyright.
Oh, torch went out.
Torch. So yeah, as you're looking, you're struggling to see these flowers as you're looking for something useful. But as you're struggling, the torch goes out. It starts to go out. What do we do?
I'll cast a light on myself again, too.
I was going to.
Okay.
After seeing Cliff's like successful casting of a spell, I think I would try to cast light. I would try to cast my own spell again, casting light on the torch itself to like relight the thing. Like annoyedly, just being like.
You will work. Yeah, go ahead and make a.
I got a 16, so I succeeded.
Oh, nice. There you go.
What are you casting light on?
The torch.
Turn back on. He's
I was gonna cast on myself unless you had a better idea.
yeah.
I mean, yourself is pretty good, honestly. The only other thing I can think of is maybe on my character's shield or sword, since I'm going in places first. But I mean, I think on yourself this is good.
Yeah.
Or 11 works, right?
That
It's
just
level 1
barely
spell.
passes.
Yeah.
Yep, that just barely passes, but I make it. So I turn that back on, and then yeah, Cliff is doing his cool magic thing.
Miguel will ask Rowan, would you like me to cast light on you the next time I have to do this?
Yeah. Do you think maybe my sword? I think that'd look pretty sweet.
I will keep this in mind. I will take it under advisement, and I will do this next time for you.
Awesome. Sweet.
All right, what are we doing?
Well, did I detect any magic?
Oh, you're sorry. As you got a good idea of where to look as you were hopping with your bat wings. Sorry. And the altar was particularly interesting. It caught your attention. So I'm gonna assume you would assume that's where the best place to look was, and you position yourself accordingly. And how would things manifest or appear or present if it was giving off auras for his spell?
For Cliff?
Yeah, for Cliff.
I think I would imagine things not glow, but take on kind of a shimmery, like phased look to them.
Yeah.
Like they're like they just have like an altered definition. I'm not sure how to say that. Yeah.
Got it. So as you cast your spell and aim it accordingly, not like a rifle or anything, but just in just general area, your aura goes out and just kind of to the sonar to like ping other things, and as soon as it does, what you get back is the figure you saw with your normal eyesight earlier. Now you're seeing it through the stone walls, and it's calling back to you. And not only do you see that phase in and out of ethereal to physical, there's like a little light trail that connecting you to it.
Oh.
Through the ground. So like you see it go down through your feet and then across under the stone wall and then up the altar to this figure that you saw earlier, the statue.
Oh, I see. So to follow this light trail, I would have to walk through a stone wall. It's not
right.
It's not like giving me a path that I can actually follow. It's just kind of showing.
Right. Not a usable one.
Gotcha. Rowan, can you bust through this stone wall?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Like I thought maybe with the super ghost power we have now, but no, I don't think so.
Well, so I'll explain to them what I see. That there's a magic thing in the chapel there. We just need to get to it, as we already know. It's just
so
right
we're still hugging the chapel wall, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hey, I say we go through the next gate. Maybe on the other side we'll find the entrance.
Yeah.
I'm now that I have a direction to go, a confirmation that the voices in my head are super right about going to the chapel. I'm gonna try and kick the door down.
Nice.
Oh boy.
So yeah, the door opposite you came in. Go ahead. You kick it down. I don't see that there should be a problem. There's no problem. There's another large iron gate, but this one is like the normal level of rusted, but it's not rusted shut. So you're able to swing it open. And in this new area, it's more of a... so, actually, tools that Shanks was looking for earlier. This new area you open up into looks like it were like a workers area, like a servants, not quarters, but just like work area. Not only is there like a little shovel, so everything you would find, all the garden working tools, as well as some, not like a full out smithy, but some basic hardware type tools in this area. No entrance to the chapel.
I very much want to fill my pockets here, but I don't want to take like 10 minutes to talk about like inventory and like ordering on the towels or any more rope. Like,
who builds a chapel without a door? That's where Rowan's at right now.
There probably is a door. It is inside though.
I still feel like the windows.
Whoever designed this map wanted to torture us by making us go through the whole dungeon first.
It's not OSHA approved, for sure.
Yeah. Isn't there supposed to be one of those doors where the guys with the hats walk through when everybody else is in the church? Isn't that a thing?
Wait a second. Is it a left-handed in swing? I don't think you understand. There was like a 40-minute debate once over left-handed in swings because it really did make it actually like a massive difference as to whether or not we were stuck in this freaking room.
Oh my gosh.
So there's
And
more
then
courtyard.
I was able to take the hinges out.
You guys, aside
More
from
courtyard.
the garden, the actual garden, it's just very bleak and barren, the whole courtyard. And you see a small carriage house to the corner, the northeast corner, off to the side there, but really nothing of note.
Okay, more courtyard, carriage house. Can we continue? Is there another doorway?
There is, yes.
Okay. I say we just keep kicking down doors. We'll get somewhere eventually.
Yes.
Trudging on through.
I do not hate this idea.
All right, Rowan's leading the charge.
Like on the other side, it's the same. Now that you've reached halfway through, that we won't do the strength check again. This one's open already, but it's pretty much the other side's twin, and you've now fully made the loop around the castle.
Nice. We've checked the perimeter. It's time to go inside.
Clear.
Maybe we should have taken the main door.
It just seemed too obvious. To me.
Too easy. No way. No way. 40 minutes later. All right. So as we approach the entrance, the ornate, massive doors hang open. Fluttering torches cast dim yellow flickers of light from the entryway. And 20 feet into the castle, a second set of doors suddenly swings open effortlessly, and the sounds of organ music flow out.
Oh.
Is it too late to rewind like half a second and ask another question about the windows?
In sleep he sang to me.
About the windows?
He came.
Well, as we can kind of like walking back towards the main doors, I think Shanks would get the idea. So one of my spells is Fireball. Would it be possible to
Fireball
windows and try to blast our way in there? Or see, I don't know what kind of effect it would have on the wrought iron, though. So I don't know if it would get hot enough to actually like do anything with that. So
Yeah, it's the stone itself is just so thick going into this place, and even those areas where it might be sensitive about the wrought iron, you're again looking at wrought iron that is in this stone and not very forgiving. Definitely can try, but like I said earlier, you may melt the glass and so.
Yeah, I think if you got the impression that it wouldn't do anything to the wrought iron to kind of get that out of there, so we could get through the blasted open window, that I don't think he'd go for it. But it was a thought. I think it would definitely cross through his head there as we walked back towards the main gate.
So the organ music flowing out, very dramatic, not like Rangers like a baseball game. It's a very emotional playing. The music spilling out, and someone very talented, but there's almost a cold precision to the perfection of the playing as it comes out. It's beautiful, undeniably, but it lacks a certain life to it. So you go in.
I bet it's one of those player pianos.
The music itself is.
So what you're saying is it's the Phantom of the Opera.
A little bit. It's not HOTTOGO. Overhead, in the entryway, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
We see an organ.
Their eyes are flickering.
You just hear it.
You say those are statues?
Huge statues of dragons.
Here's a
Are
question.
they really statues?
Yeah, I was about to ask. So Cliff's detect magic should be like a focus thing, so it should last as long as he's focusing.
Oh, right. Yeah, I should be able to maintain that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but let's see for how long.
Yeah. I think so. Per the rules, it kind of says like every
Yeah,
action you have to,
focus.
like, roll it again.
For the spell
But I don't know how that works.
duration, so-
About here, I think
Yeah,
it's a little
if you focus for 2 rounds, I can discern it. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I mean, how many rounds do you think we've gone? And I could try to keep focus, but
More than 2. I mean, we've circled around the whole
Yeah.
castle now, so we're back at the entrance.
I feel like I have not. Yeah, I can cast it again,
You
right?
have not
Yeah.
dropped it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely
Yeah.
can.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
can cast it all day until
Until
you can't.
you-
Right, until I fail,
Yeah.
which could be this time.
Don't be like me.
Don't explode.
Wait, what am I casting it on?
If we wanted to, I think Lacey was asking if are they actually
I'm
statues?
just curious if those statues are actually
again.
statues.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So yeah, you put your vibe out again, and the sonar is pinged, and heavy magic coming off of these statues. Not only that, but the little photons that outline things when you are checking this. They kind of guide you up to the faces of these dragons, and they're looking right at you.
Guys, these dragons are, they're not just statues.
Oh, good. That is good, I guess.
They're looming
they like-
over us. Are they?
Still as statues, except for maybe they're, you know how you get the feeling a portrait follows you, the pupils, but except
right,
their
the
whole
eyes
heads
are
are
kind
turning.
of following us.
Oh, and their heads.
Oh.
But they don't make a sound.
Yeah. Can we sort of maneuver our way past them, or we're walking through the group of them? We could just keep going.
Let's give it a try.
Warily. Yeah, we'll just kind of keep going warily, looking up.
Yeah. Everybody
and
going?
around. Yeah. Well, okay.
I'll go
I
last.
think Shanks would hold back a minute because
I
he
still
already
think this
exploded
is
once.
too obvious, I say as I march forward.
Nice. So yeah, everyone who
Oh,
marches
boy.
forward, the dragons just kind of like bouncers, just watch you go by, and they don't. Their feet don't move. Their feet, their claws do not move from their pedestals, but they're pretty much their neck and their head watching everybody go through. Like,
Ugh, I hate that.
If everybody goes through, then the
Yeah.
dragons watch you, and as soon as you're on the other side of those double doors, they shut behind you as
Yeah.
the organ music flares up and he goes into a little embellishment.
I was gonna ask if we could like run out real quick and like throw mud in their faces so he's not looking
Like
at us.
doing
You should try
the guitar
that.
solo from Freebird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's excited. All right, what do we see now that we're past the dragon?
Anecdotally, one time someone did Freebird me when I was playing with my dad, and we played like bluegrass music. I played violin and my dad played guitar, and we learned it just on a whim one night because we were like, "It'd be really funny if we actually could play Freebird." And somebody, like some jerk friend in the audience, was like, "Freebird!" And we were playing once, and we were like, "Oh, really?" And we just like started playing. And like, "Oh, that didn't go how we were hoping it was gonna go." I'm like, "Nope."
So yes, now that we're past the dragons, we are in the great entry. Cobwebs hang from dust-covered columns of this great hall, illuminated by torches fluttering in iron sconces. The dust and webs cast strange moving shadows across the faces of stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by centuries of decay. And two doors of bronze stand closed to the east. Two doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. Very wide, like 40 feet wide. Too much.
Yeah.
All the while, sad and majestic organ tones float about you from a lit hallway to the south.
What's going on with the lit hallway to the south?
A sad and majestic organ tones float from you from the lit hallway to the south. It's where the music's coming from.
You know what they also keep in chapels a lot of the time? Organs.
Whose organs?
That's what I was just gonna say. I mean, like the body parts of living things. Well, dead now, perhaps.
I say that
the other organs.
we stay alert. We keep our wits about us. I don't think that we I don't think it's any secret to anyone that we are here. So
Not after the doors close.
there's
Probably
no
not.
sense in trying to sneak around. Maybe we just try to stay alert and we move down the hallway towards the chapel.
Agreed.
Now, why am I now talking like I'm from Barovia?
It begins to set in very quickly.
The accents, it's very, very catching.
Yes,
And
it's catchy.
Eventually, I become French.
It's because of the bats. It's when I fly.
I become French.
Why do I feel spooky all of a sudden?
Very spooky. Contagious spooky.
Well, perhaps we move ahead. Is this favorable?
We're going down the hallway to the south.
Yeah,
Really
can we
following the
peek
music?
down that hallway? Is there like I don't know if there's like I don't know if it just goes like straight ahead. We kind of like look down this hallway, see what's going down there first, or if it like turns or something, or.
It's pretty wide. It's more like a hall than a hallway. As you're looking forward, there is the what is it, copper? There's the copper doors ahead of you, but the music's coming from, like, if you walked in the front door, it'd be to the right. The music pouring out of there. But not that you have to go that way. There's the whole castle, but that's where the music's coming from.
I want to nod to Jay's character and just be like, do you see anything else super magical around here? Before we go ahead.
I think I shall look again.
You don't have to check again. We'll keep that 24 because it's only been. I mean, you guys just walked one room to the next.
Yep.
The same.
That's why I asked, because I figured it would still be up.
Yeah,
What do
for
we
sure.
see?
You're getting the same vibes, except the aforementioned gargoyles in the ceiling are also. Now, you can't see them with the naked eye, but oh shit, I forgot to start another timer.
It's probably been like 20
never mind.
minutes.
Well,
no,
we're not
it's
gonna...
been
You know what?
It's
Probably
probably been
20.
about 15 minutes.
15?
20 minutes, yeah.
We'll say 15. I'll whenever this. Sorry. I need to go into whenever this. Whenever we end the session, I will pause and then I'll pick the timer back up when we start.
Yeah. Actually, do we have any lit torches at the moment? Because I think all we have is the light spell.
Oh, is it
on.
just magic torches
I'm
right now?
on light.
Yeah.
2 light spells going right now.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, I
actual
suppose- okay.
like flame torches.
Yeah. Oh, they still last an hour, so. But yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it because it's
Yep,
it's
yep,
more about
agree.
the light, not the torch. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Right.
cool.
Right.
All right. The gargoyles. Sorry, in the ceiling. So, like I said, you couldn't see it even with the torches. The ceilings are so high that the light only lights the pillars leading up to there, and then now that you have your detect magic on, the gargoyles are kind of doing the same thing that the dragons were doing. They're following the adventurers everywhere you go in the room, and the gargoyles are a little more animated than the red dragons. The red dragons are very obedient and stoic. The gargoyles are a little more flexible and curious, but they're not moving. Like they're not moving from their stoops? Perches, yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Where's the music?
So the music. All right. So you enter the dining hall. And again, these rooms are so huge that it's open concept. It's really, you just like, you move in and there's no like obvious archway or official doorway to these places. It's more like, oh, here's a different venue pretty much. But as you walk in, this is a magnificent 40-foot square room, brilliantly lit by 3 massive crystal chandeliers. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table covered with a fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with delectable foods of every type. Roasted beast basted in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, and sweet fruits and vegetables. And places are set in Dr. Pepper. And places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place, there is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid whose delicate fragrance tantalizes your senses. There's the Dr. Pepper. At the center of the far west wall, between floor-to-ceiling linked mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that offers in its tone greatness and despair. It's seated before the keys, its back toward you. A single caped figure pounds the keys in raptured ecstasy. And the figure suddenly stops, and a deep silence falls over the dining hall. The figure slowly turns toward you.
Uh-oh.
Hey, buddy, you seen a girl around here?
No. The second
Trying
you
to-
even think about opening your mouth, my character is gonna whack
I love it.
over
Yeah,
your
just-
face.
We're trying to find a chapel. Do you know how to get there?
Just get-
And
J-
then
I'd
he
like
does it to
to-
your mouth too.
Pray.
Why do you seek the
I only
chapel?
have 2 hands.
Good question.
Who are you in my house? And what do you want with the chapel?
I am looking to pray to Shun personally.
I'm just trying to get warm. And this food looks pretty good.
Yes, it does. He's looking at you.
Um,
Uh-oh.
perhaps. Is this? Are you expecting guests?
I have grown
Yeah.
to expect them. It is not
'Cause you
something
left
I
the
anticipate.
front door wide open.
You're wide open. I mean, we just walked right in.
Yeah, it was
Um,
awfully inviting here.
I think
All
Shanks
those
is
broken
like-
doors, that was not us.
I think Shanks is gonna like stage whisper to you guys. I think this is the guy.
You think this is his
For
house?
For Shun's sake, Shanks, you think so?
I'm
So
like
this is the guy that we're supposed to kill.
99% certain. Yeah,
Oh,
99%
for the
certain.
love
No,
of all
that's-
the gods.
You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, who cares if we kill him?
I facepalm so hard that I damn near take damage.
D4.
Yeah, don't play in ShadowDark. That might. Facepalm check. Oh no.
Listen, if you deem it necessary, I'll do it because I need the impact to be understood. That this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
This is my house. I don't have to lock any doors. I do not want to. The average Barovian knows better than to come to my house. Many of them do find their way, but not by their volition.
I understand that you kidnapped a young woman. It's true.
I clamp my hand so far. I put you in a freaking headlock.
At the mention of a young woman, the figure just subtly, if anyone, any psychologists in the crowd would maybe pick up on some of his cues, but this is a ancient being. But even someone as cool and collected as a centuries old vampire, when he struck a chord in him when you mentioned the girl, and his eyes widen as lightning comes in from the outside, and the candles flicker, and he turns around in kind of a huff and bears down on the keys to the organ, releasing a chord up into the halls. And as he does, the minute he hits the chord, whoosh, a wave goes over the room, and all of the, except for your sources of light, except for your spells, all the lights go out in the house. So it was an illusion that was lighting up the room. And as the wave passes through the room, everyone sees the beautiful feast, the bountiful that was laid out, and the smells, everything, it just vanishes in the wave. And you're left with only the tantalizing aroma of the food. Nothing real.
But
Wait, the food was fake too?
Indeed.
But the silverware's still there, right?
It is,
You're in a
but
headlock, so
let's see, you do have light, so you can see
Would
now.
it even actually be silver? He's a vampire.
Oh,
right?
that's true. It's not silverware. It's just,
That's
yeah.
okay. So,
The cutlery is
So
there.
Gold, then. It's gold.
like, hey, I mean, we talked about like silverware.
Iron's
crystal
safe.
trinkets.
We know
I
iron's
mean,
safe. Some iron alloy.
Look, that sounds like loot to me, guys. So I'm just saying, like.
Rowan's gonna feel the awkward tension after that, and he's gonna just be like, "So, we're just gonna go. That's cool. We're gonna go this way. Leave it to your organ playing. Sounds great. I'm gonna start walking away."
Nice.
just come in this guy's house. See, here's the thing. What happens if he's actually kind of chill, but it's like a Tucker and Dale versus Evil situation?
Oh, I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
He was totally chill for a really long time until all these idiot villagers started showing up and killing themselves on the things in his house. Yeah, why are they doing this?
I did want to interject there and be like, guys, we're above average.
Good D&D spotlight. I like it. I just figure, okay, we can't kill him now, right? Because we don't have the fire and the items and all that other stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Correct.
said? That was the thing that was said, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we know that we got to have that stuff
Yeah.
to defeat him.
Okay. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. We exit the
I
dining
guess
hall.
I'll go with you.
Can we just keep on walking down towards the chapel?
Yes.
I'm not gonna turn my back on him though. I want to watch him as we're leaving.
And everyone has a sense of where, you were just on the outside of the chapel looking in, and you did just do the whole perimeter. So everyone with even a basic sense of, dimension and relativity or whatever, that I think it's the copper doors. It's like oddly specific.
Oh,
I think the
why did we even come over here?
So yeah, the chapel door, like the area that is down there. So you would have to pass through the Hall of Faith first. Yes, this long, dusty hall leads eastward into the dark heart of Ravenloft. Statues line the hallway on both sides, their eyes seeming to watch you as you pass.
So that's what we're seeing past the bronze doors, right? Copper doors.
You're walking through this, and yes, the bronze doors are the other end of this hall.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I think I see.
So
So did he just let us go?
I think I can give you a new map too.
Guys, I think we did it. I think we beat the bad guy.
We defeated him with words.
I forgot to ask him where the bathroom was.
He's sad now, so we win, right?
We defeated strong depression.
It'll get the best of us.
Whoa, okay. Whoa.
There we go. So
I cast depression on Strahd, so
you guys are in this area here in the hall, the Hall of Faith, and again, the statues on either side, and the double doors at the end of the hall, are where or assume the chapel to be.
And there's statues all along here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Cliff. I'm gonna just look to Cliff, and then point at the statues.
Yeah. Do I get the same sort of magical sense from these statues as from the dragons?
Much fainter, but a little bit, and so little, honestly, that it's kind of like ambient magic. Now you're just kind of like there's kind of a base level of heightened magic all around, but characters or figures like the gargoyles and or dragons definitely stick out. But yeah.
Okay. These are just regular statues, folks. There's magic all around us, though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I want to try to cover their eyes, but I don't think there'd be much point to it.
Well, if the statues aren't magical, I don't see any other choice but to.
Yeah.
Through.
All right.
All right.
Here we go. So, here we go. The dim. We're gonna push through. It's almost midnight. We'll just. Okay, we'll go. Dim colored light filters through broken. Oh, we already read this out. Sorry. So when you're seeing the same thing that the bat guy Cliff Bat saw earlier, he described to everyone, and you walk in now and you see centuries neglected pews just rocked about as if someone had a fit in here maybe a few hundred years ago and upturned the place. And then aside from just ruin everywhere, there is a very dramatic focus on the altar. And at the far end of the room, as we enter the chapel. All right. And it is here, Cliff, everyone sees the altar. What do we do? I'm gonna assume we're at the entrance to the chapel.
Does You said before that there was a line of light that kind of made a path. Is that like always been with me this whole time, or is it still?
Just when you
Am I
were
still
activated,
kind of
when it was
drawn?
active,
Okay.
when you were on the out in the garden.
Okay. Do I feel like any sort of connection to it? Do I feel like I'm drawn to it or something, or
Without
no?
making any
Just
kind of check, not specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, just reasonably, you would say like, oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean,
That's the thing.
yeah, it's the same thing you saw from the other side of the window.
I think that's the thing, guys. That's the Five of Hearts thing.
Or the seven
It's
of.
supposed to be some kind of a holy symbol.
Well, that's a different place, but yeah.
Oh, that's a different place. Oh, okay. So I've been conflating these things. All right. So was this something that was one of the cards?
The icon of Ravenloft is this thing that's in here. It's not. No, this is a separate thing.
Oh.
You're thinking of the holy symbol that was in
Yeah.
she led you to believe it was in a place near fire and some kind of in gold or something.
And great wealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't really match up. Okay.
And then the chapel, when in the Taraka drawing reading, Madame Eva indicated that Irina was to be found in the chapel, but instead you find this.
Okay. Magical.
Right.
But it's small. It's not like the size of a girl. It's
No. Yeah. Right. It's
okay.
maybe a
Wait,
foot
guys,
tall.
I got it. The damsel
So
is in the chapel.
I actually let me detect magic. If I can maintain it for a couple of rounds, I can actually discern like the general properties of something. So like beyond just kind of having it ping as magic.
Yeah.
Can I focus on this thing and try to see if I can figure out something else about it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we roll again for that one. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And you
Tell me about it.
do you pick it up? Dun, dun, dun.
I do pick it up. Yes, I'm gonna pick it up and examine it. This is magic of some kind.
Yeah, you get a great read off
Probably-
this. This is the icon of Ravenloft. It says it on the back, made in China. No, this is you sense a very strong positive force coming off of it. You get I'll cheese it a little bit. You receive much like actually the cheese is built in. Much like when you received your magic items and kind of had this influx of experience and memories that aren't yours but feel like yours. In a very similar way, when you pick up the this item at the altar, you just all of a sudden know that you hear several voices throughout history calling it the icon of Ravenloft. You hear a woman's voice, a man's voice, a child, different accents, different time periods, but icon of Ravenloft. And
Okay.
it is a holy artifact of tremendous lawful good power. It adds a +4 bonus to turn any undead and heals 3d6 + 3 hit points once per day when used by a cleric of good alignment. And the icon is a small carving of the purest silver. It's 12 inches tall, 6 inches across. So yeah, Strahd has not been handling this too often.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Neat.
I'll put that
Well,
in the chat.
I am not a cleric of lawful nature. I think I'll just sell this.
Okay, well, that's an option.
Oh, wait, did you want it?
I cannot have this. I can that is vile to me and not something that I can carry.
Oh, you're chaotic.
Ye old pawn shop on the way in.
I am chaotic, yeah.
My secondary character is a neutral cleric, but she ain't here.
All right, Sean, this is gonna have to be
yeah.
my cutoff time.
Well, that's good. We'll pick up right here. Is everybody okay going 1 week into November? Because I don't know if we'll
That's fine.
squeeze it into all next session.
Yeah, I don't have a life. We're fine.
Steve,
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
okay? Because
sure.
Steve, you're running the November
I
thing.
Fine.
Think
Yeah.
so. I don't have any.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't.
Like, if I start
Wednesdays
naming
are
numbers,
easy.
it's not accurate, so.
All right.
Um,
Otherwise, I would have to go ahead.
I get up at 4 in the morning on Wednesdays. So
Ah!
it's like,
Okay. Yeah. No.
Whoa.
Go to bed.
and it's
Pain, man.
it's 1 a.m. now, but
Yeah. Jay's on
I'll
the East Coast.
persevere. It's worth it.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But yeah, no, I mean, like another night or another session is fine.
Yeah, so we were scheduled to do one more, but I think I don't want to force it all into just one session the pace we're
Yeah.
going. So
Yeah.
if it works out, it works out. But I just feel like we'll need one more. But anyway, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah, that works.
We'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, woo, woo, woo. We start the
Okay.
stream.
See you next time. See
Peace
you on
out.